Listen here, when it comes to comic books, especially dynamic comics, they've been hitting us in the childhood with Silverhawks and Space Ghosts, but now we got Captain Planet and the Planeteers, and let me tell you, this is not your daddy's Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Yo, what are we waiting on? Roll that intro, cuz. Yeah. Yo, what's going on, Geek Corner? This is your boy, Earth's Matt, the Mad Scientist, and welcome back to the Orange Phoenix Media Channel and another episode of Comic Book Declassified, where we talk about the most recent issues in comics, as well as past issues, as well as character bios, if you ask for it. So today we are talking about Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Now, little transparency. I was born in 1985, so I grew up with cartoons like Space Ghost and cartoons like Silverhawks, but Captain Planet is a walking, talking infomercial as far as how to save the Mother Earth by not polluting, not littering, because looting and polluting is not the way, because you got to hear what Captain Planet has to say. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's like riding a bike. It's like riding a bike. But I do feel like that when Captain Planet went off air, I do feel like that good bit of education, that good bit of information was lost on the community into the future, because I mean, you got people out here just littering for no reason. But with Captain Planet, especially when you was watching Captain Planet, the environment got a little better, you know what I mean? Because it hid the messaging within the action in the cartoon as a series. And if you just so happen to be one of those ones that missed out on that series, you can actually purchase it by seasons on Amazon Prime. You can actually go on YouTube and actually purchase the seasons as well. But if you just so happen to see a DVD set of Captain Planet and the Planeteers, it will behoove you to actually get that. Now, when I said earlier about this is not your daddy's Captain Planet and the Planeteers, that's exactly what I mean. Because in this comic, it's a little bit more of a serious tone. Yes, there are some serious undertones in the actual cartoon series, but let's start with the look of Captain Planet. Now, the look of Captain Planet is actually different than what we noticed in the cartoons. Like in the cartoon series, he's clean shaven, he looks young, almost like early 20s, like, you know what I mean? But in the comic, Captain Planet looks seasoned. Okay, the man looks seasoned, full on beard, mustache, all that. He looks like he done been in the trenches. He look like he done been in a few battles along the way. Also, he's very familiar with the priestesses, such as Gaia. He never met Gaia before, but Gaia had all 5 of the rings when she was being chased down by the militia. She is the safe guard for those rings. So when she called Captain Planet and you get your first look at him, he immediately goes to Gaia and saves her from impending doom. So he goes on to say, it's been a long time since I was last summoned here, but 3 against 1, that never seemed like fair odds to me. So you must be the new high priestess on Earth. What's your name, friend? And she says, Gaia. My name is Gaia, the elemental guardian. I didn't think you were real. So it was at a point where Captain Planet clearly has not been summoned for quite some time, to the point that Gaia herself just can't believe the fact that Captain Planet is right there in front of her. Not only in front of her, but carrying her from basically getting murdered. But that's the other part, what I mean by this is not your daddy's Captain Planet and the Planeteers, because Captain Planet is not around for very long, because he gets shot in the back by helicopter fire and he immediately disappears, telling Gaia to run. Now, at this point, Gaia basically separates herself from the ring. So it goes off across the planet, picking out its guardians. Now, we already know what it is. You know, you got fire, earth, wind, water, right? In the series, no one wanted to be Heart. No one wanted to be that 5th ring. You understand? Like, nobody wanted to be that. It was like, you got fire powers over here. You got water powers over here. You got wind powers over here. Earth powers over here. Like, everybody from different walks of life, different nationalities, different ethnicities. Well, when it comes to Heart, no one on the playground wanted the heart ring. Like, what purpose is it serving? It serves no purpose in a kid's eyes. But I will say, in this comic, that Mighty's heart ring might get some respect put on it, because let's fast forward because of Mighty. Because Mighty is all about the business. He is all about standing 10 toes down, especially when it comes to poachers. Because in this quote, he says, "You and the rest of your colonizers should consider yourselves lucky. Yesterday, I might have killed you all myself. But unfortunately for you, I've had a sudden change of heart," which I do love those play of words. Now, from the looks of this panel, it seems as though that Mighty has control of heart, but he can control animals fluidly. So at any point in time, like, you know how many animals out there in the world, how many insects there are in the world? He can control all these animals with his heart ring. That is OP, okay? That is super OP. I don't care what elemental ring you got. Consider the fact Mighty is able to control animals. Yeah, that's, put some respect on Mighty's name. Now, the other interesting character I would say is Lenka. Lenka is this punk rocker, and obviously she's singing about the environment, you know, going against the establishment. And whenever the establishment come busting on the doors, she uses her wind powers to let them know you can't come in here and do that. So she says, "Yet, if you come to stir up trouble, be warned, my friends, because you just reaped the whirlwind." Now, obviously, there's some cheesiness in here, and I do love that about this particular comic, because that's never lost on me. There is some 90s charm to this comic book. And also with the Planeteers. The Planeteers have a little bit more edginess to them, that you go with Wheeler going inside a burning building unscathed without getting burned at all with his fire ring. And you go to Kwame, and Kwame, being in Africa, he used to be a soccer player, and he injured his knee. So the thing that he really loves is soccer, to the point where he's watching soccer games and things he could have been. And obviously he's doing work with his uncle, and he was the first one to be introduced when it comes down to the Planeteers. Now, I am excited about what's happening in the next issue, because Gaia did not lose her life in the process. Gaia was actually captured by Lucien Plunder. And from the looks of this is not the cartoon Lucien Plunder. This Plunder looks very serious and very dangerous. I hope you guys enjoy this short synopsis of Captain Planet and the Planeteers. I missed out on a few key points in this issue on purpose. Why did I miss that? Because I want you guys to go out there to your local comic book store and pick up your latest copy of Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Now, if you're not really a physical book reader, you got the Kindle app on your phone or your tablet, and you can download yourself a digital copy of Captain Planet and the Planeteers, because I guarantee you this is not something you want to miss. Now, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. Feel free to hit me up in the comments, because guess what? We got more comics on the way for Comic Book Declassified. We're talking Space Ghost, we're talking Speed Racer, we're talking Absolute Green Lantern. Yes, the plate is full for your boy. So until next time, y'all, peace.